Now I would say that your grip is about 70% of your setup. I have marked my hands here by core region grip. You'll see the red area here, first pad up in my middle finger. My middle fingers are marked. That is my upper core region. My second mid-core is that knuckle. There's a straight line there. And your lower core is the top pad, the second pad up. You'll notice these are color-coded red, black, and blue. So when you check your student's grip, when you go out for the first time, you're going to put a yardstick down. You want to check what their grip is working with. What this will tell you is whether or not they have matching grip and stance width. So when you ask your student, you want to check their grip. Ask them to open their right palm first very slowly, like that. And then ask them to extend their fingers out. So when you look at where the under part of that grip seats, it's in my upper core zone right there. So you want to make a mental note of that. And then you want to have them, once they have this hand up, just have them take it off, support the club for them and say, okay, I want you to open your left hand exactly the same way, and then now open that grip. And you'll notice on the left hand, I am seated on the mid-core. Just make a mental note. You don't need to mark their hands. I've just done this for the video, but just make a mental note of where the bottom of that grip is crossing, because you want their power spots. In order to set power at the top, in order to set the arms and hands under the shoulders, their stance width and their power spots must match. If their sequencing is good, they'll set that power at the top every time. If their stance width and their grip matches. There's a lot of information for them to take in here. So you want to take it slowly. You can demonstrate the matching. And we'll get more into that demonstration where you're going to be testing it at the top using the digital protractor and showing them how they've set their power. But they're only going to set it when all of these things match. And that's the key. You're going to find the grip is about 70% of the setup. So it's not only the power spots, it's how much heel pads on top, it's how strong the left hand is or weak, and it's how strong or weak the right hand is. And there are characteristics. We'll show you how, for example, the exercises can balance the core. It'll completely change the grip. You'll see a couple of slides where we have a pro from the Ann Arbor area, whose right shoulder is down and he has a very strong right hand on the club. As soon as we get his shoulders level, his right hand went right into place on top. So rather than changing the grip, sometimes we can just change the body, or you need to understand how the body position, left or right shoulder down, will impact the placement of the hands on the club.